In algebraic geometry, a lemniscate is any of several figure-8 or infinity-shaped curves. The word comes from the Latin lēmniscātus, meaning decorated with ribbons, which in turn may come from the ancient Greek island of Lemnos, where ribbons were worn as decorations, or alternatively may refer to the wool from which the ribbons were made. History and examples. Lemniscate. Although the name Lemniscate dates to the late 17th century, the consideration of curves with a figure-8 shape can be traced back to Proclus, a Greek Neoplatonist philosopher and mathematician who lived in the 5th century AD. Proclus considered the cross-sections of a torus by a plane parallel to the axis of the torus. As he observed, for most such sections the cross-section consists of either one or two ovals. However, when the plane is tangent to the inner surface of the torus, the cross-section takes on a figure-8 shape, which Proclus called a horsefetter. The Greek phrase for a horsefetter became the word hippopede, the name for this figure-8-shaped curve, which is also called the lemniscate of Booth. It may be defined algebraically as the zero set of the quartic polynomial when the parameter d is negative. For positive values of d1 instead obtains an oval-shaped curve, the oval of Booth. Its name comes from 19th-century mathematician James Booth, who studied both the lemniscate and the oval. Lemniscate of Bernoulli in 1680. Cassini studied a family of curves, now called the Cassini oval, defined as follows. The locus of all points, the product of whose distances from two fixed points, the curve's foci, is a constant. Under very particular circumstances this gives rise to a lemniscate. In 1694, Johann Bernoulli studied the lemniscate case of the Cassini oval, now known as the lemniscate of Bernoulli. Bernoulli's brother Jacob Bernoulli also studied the same curve in the same year, and gave it its name, the lemniscate. It may also be defined geometrically as the locus of points whose product of distances from two foci equals the square of half the interfocal distance. It is a special case of the hippopede, with, and may be formed as a cross-section of a torus whose inner hole and circular cross-sections have the same diameter as each other. The lemniscatic elliptic functions are analogues of trigonometric functions for the lemniscate of Bernoulli, and the lemniscate constants arise in evaluating the arc length of this lemniscate. Lemniscate of Gerano. Another lemniscate, the lemniscate of Gerano or lemniscate of Huygens, is the zero set of the quartic polynomial. Vivianese curve, a three-dimensional curve formed by intersecting a sphere with a cylinder, also has a figure-8 shape, and has the lemniscate of Gerano as its planar projection. Other figure-8-shaped algebraic curves include the devil's curve, a curve defined by the quartic equation in which one connected component has a figure-8 shape. Watt's curve, a figure-8-shaped curve formed by a mechanical linkage. Watt's curve is the zero set of the degree 6 polynomial equation and has the lemniscate of Bernoulli as a special case.